Welcome to HP Sprinter. This demonstration presents the HP Sprinter mirroring feature. Sprinter's mirroring feature replicates your user actions on multiple computers with different configurations. When you use mirroring, you can test your application's quality on different configurations and increase your test coverage matrix, which can save testing time and manpower. Let's review our mirroring configuration in the Power Mode group. We select the mirroring node, and the mirroring pane is displayed, where we can review the list of machines that are available for use in our run. We can also add, edit, or remove machines in the list. Each machine can be set up to test our application using a different configuration. The primary machine appears first on the list. This is the machine where we will manually perform the user actions during the run. The other machines are secondary machines, where Sprinter will replicate our user actions. Let's add a new machine to the list. In the General tab, we give the new machine a logical name and description that will help us identify the configuration of the machine. We then provide the IP address or computer name of the machine we want to add. We can also change the icon which will be displayed to represent this machine in the run. In the Run Configuration tab, we can instruct Sprinter to run the application on the secondary machine, using a different configuration than the one on the primary machine. We are testing the Tours web application, so let's instruct Sprinter to run it on the Firefox browser instead of Internet Explorer. Now we can review the list of machines that are available and select the ones we want to use in our run. Let's start the run. At the beginning of the run, Sprinter needs to connect to and initialize all the machines in the run. The Health console displays the initialization progress for each of the machines. From the Health console, you can open a remote desktop to a machine, see more details of its status, or reconnect to a machine in cases when initialization failed. As we can see, when all of the machines finish initializing, the run begins and Sprinter starts our application on our primary machine. It has also started the application on each of the secondary machines, according to the settings we defined earlier. Because we are running our test with mirroring, our run includes the machine sidebar, which displays the status of each of the machines in our test run. The first machine displayed is the primary machine, which is our local computer on which we will perform our user actions. The other machines are the secondary machines, on which all our user actions are replicated. Each machine display includes an action number, which indicates the number of user actions that have been performed on the machine. Let's perform the steps in our test. As we perform actions on the primary machine, we can observe the progress of all the machines in the run in the machine's sidebar. After each user action, the action number advances for the primary machine. Then, as the action is replicated on each secondary machine, the action number for that machine advances as well. To quickly view the current status of each machine in our run, we can use the Show Machines option from the machine's sidebar. The Machines viewer displays each machine in our run with a current screen capture of its display. The Compare All option instructs Sprinter to compare the display of our primary machine with each of the secondary machines in our run. Sprinter detects any differences between their displays, which may indicate a defect in our application. We see that the display for one of the secondary machines changed to red, and that the comparison status icon is also red. This tells us that differences were found between the primary machine and this machine. Basic information about the problem is displayed when we move the pointer over the machine. To get more information about the differences between machines, let's right-click the secondary machine display and select the Differences Viewer option. The Differences viewer displays a screen capture of each of the machines with the difference in the displays highlighted. We see that there is a difference in the selected value of the departing from list and in the selected value of the airline list between the primary machine and the secondary machine. The Differences viewer gives you several options to resolve differences between machines. If the difference indicates a defect in our application, we can submit a defect on the difference from the Differences viewer. Screen captures of both machines are attached to the defect, and the defect summary includes a description of the difference. If the difference is the result of a known issue, you can instruct Sprinter to ignore this difference in the future. By creating a rule, you teach Sprinter which differences to detect and which to ignore. When you create a rule, Sprinter suggests several options for which type of rule to create. You can also create a custom rule if the suggested options do not meet the needs of your test. For the purposes of our demonstration, let's create a rule that teaches Sprinter to ignore the difference it detected in the departing from list. Once we resolve all the differences, we close the Differences viewer. When we created the rule to ignore the difference, Sprinter automatically recompared the secondary machine with the primary machine to determine if the difference is no longer detected. We see that the status of the secondary machine is now ready, and that the secondary machine display and comparison icon have reverted to green. Let's stop the run and view the run results. All the differences which were detected during the run can be reviewed in the run results. Defects that we submit through the run results can include all the information about the difference that was available during the run. This demonstration presented some of the main functionality of Sprinter's mirroring feature. You can learn more about the HP Sprinter mirroring feature in the HP Sprinter user guide.